Hey, welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'm gonna talk about top 5
best 4K TVs under $500.
Starting at number 5.
TCL 65-inch. If you're willing to sacrifice some image quality and features for a bigger screen, the best 65-inch TV under $500 we've tested that's currently available is the 65Q650G. Unlike the Hisense U6/U6N, the TCL Q6/Q650G QLED doesn't have a local dimming feature, so it doesn't display the same deep blacks and can't emphasize highlights like that TV. Still, its native contrast ratio is good enough for fairly deep blacks in dimmer scenes. The TV has great SDR brightness and decent enough reflection handling to use in a room with the lights on. Unfortunately, the TV's upscaling isn't as good as the U6N's, but it's still good enough to enjoy lower resolution content with some detail. You also get vibrant and lifelike colors due to the TV's wide color gamut. The TV is also bright enough to display HDR content with some impact, and it supports both Dolby Vision and HDR10+, meaning you're covered no matter what format your content is in. The TV doesn't support DTS audio formats, so if you collect Blu-rays and don't have a separate sound system, you might want to look elsewhere. Like the U6N, the TV doesn't have HDMI 2.1 bandwidth and doesn't support 4K at 120 Hz. However, you can game in up to 1440p at 120 Hz with resolution having using TCL's Game Accelerator 120 feature if you prefer a higher frame rate, and unlike the Hisense, VRR works when gaming in 120 frames per second.
Coming at number 4.
Hisense 55-inch. The best TV under $500 we've tested is the Hisense 55 U6N. What separates the TV from similarly priced models from other brands is its effective local dimming feature that gives the TV fantastic contrast, so you get deep blacks in a dark room that mostly stay deep when highlights are also on screen, although there's some noticeable blooming. Still, the TV provides excellent overall picture quality due to its wide color gamut, good upscaling, and very good SDR brightness, which makes it usable in a room with some lights on. Unfortunately, the TV isn't as bright in HDR as in SDR, but it's still enough for a somewhat impactful HDR experience. You also get Dolby Vision HDR, HDR10+, and DTS audio support. Regarding gaming, the TV is limited to 4K at 60 Hz and doesn't have HDMI 2.1 bandwidth, but it does support VRR for a nearly tear-free gaming experience. You can also choose to forego some resolution to play in up to 1440p at 120 Hz, although VRR doesn't work when you do that. Still, if you're looking for a budget-friendly 55-inch TV that punches above its weight class, the Hisense U6/U6N is an excellent option and is currently the best 55-inch TV under $500.
At number 3.
Hisense U6K. Both the Roku and TCL are great for their sticker prices, but if you want the absolute cheapest TV that doesn't deserve a spot in an e-cycling bin, I wholeheartedly recommend the Hisense U6K. It's the only model among the best TVs under $500 that I return to watch day after day, and it's been well worth every penny. The reason it's so great is that it uses a mini LED panel that gives it great contrast and strong black levels. It doesn't get incredibly bright, but because I use it in my bedroom at night, I don't have any reason for it to get as bright as my downstairs living room TV that's constantly fighting against ambient lighting. Not only is its contrast surprisingly well-rounded for the price, its color saturation is also off the charts. Gamers will appreciate the VRR support, but keep in mind that it's still a 60 Hz panel, so there's no way to play games at 4K/120 FPS, making this display not ideal for the best PS5 games.
Number 2 of my list.
TCL Q6 QLED. For a while now, the best TV under $400 was the TCL 5 Series Google TV. However, in 2023, TCL changed its lineup with new Q Series models that replace the older 5 and 6 Series models. The Q6, found here, isn't an exact one-to-one replacement, but it still offers a great combination of smart TV features, solid performance, and excellent value. In our hands-on testing with the Q6, we measured its peak HDR brightness at 498 nits and its SDR brightness at 431 nits. The latter metric is a bit higher than some of its rivals, but the HDR here isn't as bright as you'd find on the Roku Plus. In terms of color saturation and accuracy, the Q6 covers only 97.41% of the Rec. 709 color space. Most TVs cover 99% or more, but had some of the most accurate colors of any TV at this price point with a delta E value of 2.1065. The takeaway? This isn't the brightest TV, nor the most colorful, but when it comes to color accuracy and SDR brightness, it's a top contender.
And number 1.
Roku Plus Series. The Roku Plus sports a surprising value as a QLED TV from the makers of one of the best streaming devices. It supports all the latest HDR standards including HDR10, HDR10+, Dolby Vision and HLG, plus it comes with 4 HDMI 2.0 ports. It looks great for just $499 for the 55-inch model, which usually drops down to $450 on sale. The Roku Plus series has a limited bezel around the exterior of the screen and uses one of the most beloved smart platforms. It is, however, limited to a 60 Hz native refresh rate, which makes it less than ideal for watching sports, and it probably won't find itself among the best gaming TVs, and its brightness is lower than other QLED TVs from Samsung. These aren't deal breakers by any means. This is still as good of a display as you can get for around $500. It is, after all, one of the best Roku TVs. It's just important for you to know why it's priced so low. If this is how far your budget stretches, then you won't be disappointed with Roku's first ever 4K HDR TV, and it could find a new victor in the Roku Pro series, which launched recently.
Check out this video description for latest price and more informations. Thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe and stay tuned.